It's me, DJ Whatever. Last year, me and my friends at Live On New York partnered to tell the story of my mom and how organ donation saved her life. In celebration of Donate Life Month, you're gonna hear Katrina's story and how her 5-week-old son, Jalil, saved not one, but 2 lives through organ donation.
First and foremost, thank you for allowing me in your home today to just sit here and converse with you and hear your story about your son and just your courageousness. And I don't know if you know this, but we have a lot in common. We were both 18 years old when we had our sons, and I just kind of want to know what it felt like when you first found out that you were going to be a mother.
Amazing. I didn't know love until I saw Jalil.
What was he like as a baby?
He was very calm, and I think we were both nervous. We were kind of looking at each other like, what are we gonna do with each other? I only have one picture. It was like in the middle of the night, my mom was holding him, and my dad snapped the picture because his eyes were open. And that's the only picture I have. 5 weeks, it's not a lot of time. I had just left him and his father at the hospital. And when he called me about 30 minutes after I got home, he said the baby wasn't breathing. They worked on him so hard. I'm so grateful for the hospital. I remember the doctor came out and he said, Mom, he's not breathing on his own. And we put him on a ventilator. And they took him to ICU. And that's where he stayed. I remember I went into the hallway and I screamed and I cried that night when everybody went home. I remember watching him take him off the ventilator and just so hopeful, but at the same time kind of already knew. We were approached by an advocate from Live On New York. The advocate played a big role in this as well. When he came in, the way that he came in, it's like he came in with peace, if that makes any sense, in such a chaotic moment.
Now, your family was hesitant about organ donation, but I had read that you said that your spirit told you something different. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So it's so funny, my dad was behind me. He was like, no, instantly. And I'm such a daddy's girl. Usually I follow suit when my dad said no, so no. But something just said, yeah, I want to. A team of doctors came rushing into the room. And so he was like, Mom, I'm so sorry, but there is a 2-month-old baby boy that needs a heart. And your son's heart looks amazing. And if we don't get this heart over there, he may die. And right then and there, we had to say goodbye fast. And I was like, okay.
Why do you think it's so important for the community?
It's hand-holding, it's helping each other out. It's a weird way of saying it, I think, but at the same time, we've lost a life, but we're able to take something in us and offer life. People are not really educating themselves behind it to find out what it brings to the family after that loved one is gone. It brings such a sense of healing. Not only did he save a little boy with his heart, he saved a little girl with his liver. It brings such a sense of peace.
How do you think your faith has played a role in helping you just cope and just make it through?
It's all faith. It's all God. I don't know, whatever it is that God saw in me, that he thought I was strong enough to handle the death of a baby, to be able to give life to these 2 babies. And I didn't even know my purpose before. I didn't. I really didn't. And I was so lost. And I kept asking God, what was my purpose? Until I made that one phone call. The one phone call to Live On New York changed my whole life.
If you had to describe Jalil in one word, how would you describe him?
My baby, amazing, my hero. He gives me my compassion. He gives me my strength. You said one word, right?
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Those are good words. Well, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity just to have this conversation with you and learn and share. I was 18 when I had my son, and my son just turned 22. And I just admire your courage, and I just admire your decision, and it it gives me like just strength and hope on a whole nother level. So thank you.
They would have been the same age. Julie will be 22 in August. Wow. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It meant a lot.
Being here meant a lot, so thank you.
Great to meet
is
you.
amazing
Great
to
meet you. You know,
Same.
your story is so inspirational, so I'm happy to finally be in your presence and get a chance to chop it up and talk with you. There are nearly 9,000 children and adults waiting for a life-saving transplant in New York State. Last year, I became a registered organ donor myself. Together, we have the power to help improve health outcomes in our communities. Join the movement to save lives and live on. Visit liveonny.org to become an organ donor hero.